Good afternoon, Tricky Runners. Turbo Concept here, and today we're going to be talking you how, guys, that we're absolutely going to be spawning all commuter locomotives, especially that I just officially updated from the slot 2 as well. Now, before we're going to begin up this video, let's just going to be using around for these locomotives, and ourselves that isn't going to be going for making for much quicker. So, as we scroll down, that I just absolutely for just rejoining the game as possible. Now, but the first thing is, we're going to be starting in about for the F40PH without ditch lights as well. So, as you can see here for this one, this is absolutely going to be going for iconic trains like this one. This is an absolutely one iconic train about here. And then let me show you how there must be a train with ditch lights as well. Even another one, and I just spawned the Omega Town as well. Looks like if I just gonna be doing for such as the same horn, as we just didn't possibly that we have to do so. As we spawn a Cal train, which is absolutely that big. So looks like the F40M for about for this one, the F40PH-M. I'm probably the F40PH-M-2C. I really think these trains are just gonna be pretty fast to do so, and another one will be subjected that isn't gonna be going to do so in about for many more reasons to do. Now let's recently spawn the Metro train about for this one. It was the F40PH is going to be everywhere, and everywhere it goes. And the next one is the Coaster train, and then the Metro Link is gonna be the one more thing. Finally, we have all the commuter trains. Even for that, it's gonna be a long term of these things as well before I just gonna be completely blocked off. The F59PH isn't gonna be going for that real like these things. So we got our new F59PH is absolutely look like this thing. So this is the EMD F59PH is gonna be right back here, so maybe let's just gonna delete this thing we do once as well. So I'm probably never gonna be probably what things it's gonna be pretty loud as well. So this is the locomotive that you've been waiting for, the F59PHI, and looks like this thing as well. So possibly that we have any trains as well, the F59 and PHM as well. Another one is this, and then the Go locomotive is actually this thing as well. So looks like we got 3 F59 PHIs. I think we got the Metrolink ribbon as well, the F59 PH, F40 PH, including the -2Ms. I think that must be the PHM-2Cs. Is absolutely literally everywhere, because looks like everything is about to trains as anyways. Looks like we're keeping on looking on the locomotives as we just gonna be scrolling down, and there must be a very surprise. We got Surfliners as well. Now this is a very surprise we got for one thing. I think the volume is going to get so much louder and louder as hell. I can switch his turn into some kind of one thing. We're gonna be doing for a free camera, but perhaps that it supports for the mobile support as well. So as you can look for these trains. And before I just gonna be pressing M, I'm probably using for the cinematic mode to look like this, and it's probably perfect about to do like this one. I'm already think these trains are really loud as well, and possibly there must be trains around here. This is the F40PH, and another one with ditch lights. Another one, the PH and -2M. So probably the PHM-2Cs, even for these locomotives. We got 4 we got, I think really like these near trains about for this one. That must be the F40PHs, the F40PHM-2Cs, the F59PH, and that must be the last of its kind, the F59PHI Surfliner and a Metro like these things. Now we should be able to spawn as the coach levels As before, that doesn't gonna be despite what matter it takes. Now let's take a one closer look. We're gonna be trying to see this in for the Caltrain as well. This is the Surfliner. We're gonna be doing something one step to do so. Let's just gonna be making for many Shure, as we're just gonna be going to hold shift, which is spawning more cars as possible. That is absolutely loads of cars. And this is gonna be spawning as possible like I do so. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And possibly that doesn't gonna be making for even a lot of these times is going to be making hard for me. Looks like we got all and a Surfliner as well. The Surfliners like these things is going to be tough, right? I won't be gonna be very possible that doesn't gonna be making such a little bit longer. And but to do this, like the trains that I just literally spawn, and it looks like it's just gonna be covered to spawn as well. And possibly that doesn't gonna be making matters even less. But all of a sudden, that doesn't gonna be make things a little bit matters. All the way through out here. This is really ridiculous, and about for this making the train ridiculous, I just attached with 2. And more trains that is even look longer. And the next one is the Caltrain, is even like this one. So I'm gonna be holding to press H or hold shift to spawn some Caltrain. And it looks like this is gonna be making a little bit ourselves better. And then we're just eventually going to be spawning many more Caltrains like these days. And then this is absolutely going to be using for many more reasons of a lot. As you can see for the dummy units, and I'm going to be pretty not sure that this isn't going to be trying to spawn all. So this is the dummy units as well. And probably this isn't going to be making for very more strange as well. Now there must be a cab cars as well. The video has gotten over 15 minutes, and I just tried to do so because there must be many of these rolling stocks. Metro like these things are just gonna be making so longer. And would you rather think this isn't gonna be going for very much strange? And I cannot see for this focus. Now, I would be able to try for many more like these. More trains, updated versions about the metro trains, even if it took so long. So, there must be coaster trains around for this big. Now, I'm going to be using to spawn the BI levels are pretty long. And I'm going to be very sure we spawn the coaster trains. This is where Coaster Fan 2105 is literally going to be doing for just one of their things as well. So the rolling stock isn't going to be going for very much well. This is the BI level coach about the coaster like this one. So I just literally spawn everything like we said. It's gotta be long enough. The Metro links are very more insane like these days. The Metro links are just literally going to be such as big ideas as well. So we just literally spawn these things. Is literally going to be making for many more, and a lot more like these cells. This is going to be taking for a very long time and causes over 15 minutes, and that is absolutely way more bigger than it is. Exactly, there must be one game pass is the Ace Train. And because what I just going to be trying to tell you, there must be Caltrains like these cells, or probably there must be one Caltrain things all over to the F59PH. So there must be one Caltrain like this one, and another one. It must be a BI level coach. Now all the way up here, it must be gonna be one reason. Well, let's just say, oh dear, this is gotta be way too much, whatever it is. There must be an update version, and then this is absolutely gonna be way much more in against the Metrolink like this many much as well. So don't worry about another one. I'll be gonna be catching up into this as well. And it looks like I might be able to catch some more. It looks like you even coupled too much together, and that's it. It's not gonna be it. There must be one accident overall. So I just literally almost spawned too many trains and whatever we tried to say. Once I just fixed the coaches, because looks like the video is gonna be 20 minutes longer as even possible to do like this thing. So let's just gonna be making a longer coach, and possibly this is gonna be literally going to be so big as well as possible. So I will make this train even longer, and but despite I say, we're gonna be spawn many of these things, 10 trains. We got ourselves for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, then 10. It's gonna be a long train like this one. And locomotives as well, there must be some kind of a BI level. Is absolutely for the cab cars as well. All cab cars is gonna be anyways. Looks like this is absolutely pretty so big. This is slightly the end of this video, but look how we got everything as possible. Now I despite seeing this, but looking at the map for these locomotives, according to the rolling stock, we got ourselves something even bigger and bigger like these cells. We got our Surfliner coach. It's absolutely is literally big with baggage cars on right behind them. So as we just keep on spawning them, it's gonna be literally over many of these cells. A heritage like this one is possibly it's gonna be longer. Now looks like this is absolutely pretty big, and as possible it's almost gonna be longer than it was. And finally we have officially got ourselves a finishing touch, but we're not done yet. And because this is only one thing to do, we're just gonna be literally trying to spawn as well. Let's just try to do for this one ourselves. So locomotives, now we're now gonna be matching some kind of the BI level cab cars, and then the rolling stock isn't going to be taken for very much easier. So I cannot believe this isn't going to be going on. The locomotives is actually pretty quite this one. I'm probably, there must be right behind, there must be, and the cab coach car as well. The BI level cab car isn't working about for this train horns as well. So the last one is actually this. Now I connected all of their trains, and finally we might get ourselves to get the work. Now looks like even before that doesn't matter as well. We slightly able to try to put around for the Surfliner things as well. I make sure I want to be able to finish like this as well. So I'm probably sorry about for this many more Surfliner trains. I think this isn't going to be going to make things much longer. And now the test around for these train horns, it's absolutely really big and very scary. Because don't worry about for this thing. I think this is about time to the end of this video. So I hope you enjoy about for over 20 minutes video. If you like for today's video, my frames per second isn't going to be such as going very well. And I probably, this is much thankfully, this is going to be such the longest idea. And that was absolutely pretty great. Thanks for watching and about for this video. And I hope you see you into another kindful of video for Roscoe videos very soon, or even as possible. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and this is gonna be Turbo Concept signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads all later, and especially for rail fans.